everybody, how you doing today? So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to remote view into some energy, and we're going to be looking at events happening right now. So one of these events is the LA riots. What does the energy look like? Why is this happening? Okay, so remote viewing energy is going to help us understand what's rippling through the collective. Maybe I'm supposed to do some healing here. Maybe we're just supposed to learn something from this. Maybe there's a logical explanation and we could talk about politics and all that, or we could actually explore this outside the box, see it through another viewpoint, learn something energetically about it. I share wisdom. That's what we're going to do today. So that was the other thing, because my guides were asking me, you know what, we were looking at what's going on in the world right now, and I felt inspired to take a look at the energy with all of you, learn something from it. So was I just going to do the LA riots? And was I going to explore what's the energy event here, Elon Musk and Donald Trump energy event, because that's an energy event too. Just take away the names. All right, just take away the names, the identities, what we know about them. They're just balls of energy. That's all they are. I'm just a ball of energy. Take away my name, my face, and somehow, for some reason, you're connecting with this ball of energy, and this ball of energy is connecting with you. So we're all just balls of energy, okay? But when I notice that the world is erupting, like these balls of energy are creating a ripple across the whole globe, and we're noticing around the world. So it's impacting a lot of balls of energy. Like a lot of balls of energy are digesting, deciding, growing, reflecting, or ignoring. No idea what's going on in the world. And so that we're connected. We're all connected. So where do I want to begin? I feel like LA riots is what I wanted to do. And then maybe there's something to this Elon Musk, Donald Trump thing. So that would be like a spin-off thing that I would do, okay? So I'm just gonna relax here. Have to make some kind of introduction, okay? It's basically what I'm doing. Remote viewing energy. All right, I'm clearing my mind here. No ego. Heart-centered. Connected to the earth, connected to the stars here. I'm surrounded by a clean, black, sleek space, an infinite space. There's no dirt here. It's peaceful here. I'm still inhaling and exhaling from the circulatory system of all that is peaceful. Everything happens for all the right reasons because of this LA riots, Elon, Donald Trump. Is inspiring me to have my own star reaction, right? And this is where I want to go, and this is where I want to welcome people to go with me if you want to. It takes time sometimes to just sit in silence and sit in peace. Sometimes there is no message to share other than we're going to sit in silence and sit in peace right now. That seems to be the first message, the first thing worth saying here. I'm starting to get this impression that in life we're all introduced to trigger events. And so you can let yourself be triggered and you can fall into that trigger event and react. Or you can stop for a minute, slow down, sit in silence. Because not even you can understand all the reasons why everything. Try to make egotistical, logical sense. When you silence the mind and you sit in the silence, something else will reveal itself that was strange. Like there's actually no exchange here. There's nothing actually happening here. There's only the idea of something happening here, the idea that you need to participate in something happening here, that it's important to you. Now they show me the LA riots. There's nothing actually happening here except the idea of something happening here that you feel you need to participate in some way. It's interesting because they show me within my own internal mirror, I'm inspired to get people to speak from the heart We're not, it's like, we're intelligent beings. We can actually sit down and have conversations. Why do we got to revert back to some, I don't know, animalistic behavior of madness? Like, why is that the solution to being heard? And so when I watch this, I'm confused. It seems to be a lack of connection, a lack of communication. And maybe there's communication, but the answer is no, or the answer isn't what people want to hear. And so violence, and so reacting, so baby-like, toddler-like behaviors become the solution. We're reverting back to childhood as though that's going to get us where we want to go. That we're fully grown adults acting like babies. They're starting to show me that what I'm really witnessing here is confusing to me. It says, what is money and what is investment in the betterment of humanity and the violence of humanity? Is greed involved with the LA riots? Is greed involved between Elon Musk and Donald Trump? Is greed? Is pride? It's the lowly, lowly, lowly. It's the pathetic. It's the weakness within man. Instead of finding the wisdom, instead of sitting with the silence, just centering yourself with the wisdom, we're losing ourselves to something. And it's not even real. Whatever we're losing ourselves to here is not even real. So then the question is, what is real? What is your definition of what is real? You know, because I'm connecting with the clean and infinite space, okay, of the quantum, all right? An infinite universe. Infinite. Not a finite universe, an infinite universe, a consciousness. And everything in all its stillness. And so it speaks. When you ask it to reveal insight, it speaks to you. Just like you can go to ChatGPT. Hey, what do you think about this? Oh, I think this. That if you silence yourself, you can sit in meditation and you can receive information. You just sit there and then it tells you stuff. You don't even need ChatGPT. You just silence yourself and go within and then see what echoes back, see what reveals itself. So the question is now, what is real? It's talking about balance. It's talking about then imbalance. We give into imbalance, we give into illusion. And so we're creating false reality. And we give into balance, we give into depth. So we create structure. We create growth. And so what are we looking at here in the mirror of LA riots, in the mirror of Elon Musk and Donald Trump? What are we looking at here in the mirror? What is it inspiring within us? Imbalance or balance? Because if it's imbalance, become still, become silent, find your way back to balance. And now it's like, I don't want to say you become real. I want to say you become depth. You become thicker vibrationally. You become tangible. You become a good role model. You become admirable. You become a leader. You become inspiring. You become good. It's like this is the rot, you know? The 7 deadly sins are our weaknesses. It's the rot of society. It's the rot, is the filth of society. And if that's fueling our fire, where are we going from here? Where? What is the opposite of 7 deadly sins? What is the opposite? You ever wonder about that? You ever try to aspire to being something of that reflection? And you sit in the silence. Introduction to your wisest representation, your depth, your tangibility, your leadership, you're truly what helps the garden grow. Okay, I guess that's part 1 to this conversation. Part 2 to the conversation. I know what part 2 is about. It's actually about stepping into the starlight, the events energetically, and becoming the mirror of balance. It says it's distorted, it is smeared. As harmony brings us all back into alignment, we can keep moving forward. Okay, the first thing that happened when I step into LA Riots is it's almost like I'm a piece of food that got lodged in someone's throat and they're choking on me. There's a lot of choking sounds. There's a lot to be said here. It's just a bunch of chaos because it's like bits and pieces of pictures. But all I'm doing is I'm just moving my hands. It's almost like a conductor of an orchestra, right? It's just, you move your hands around the energy here and help it to breathe. Help it to expand, help it to find its lungs, help it to find its ground, helping to find its mind, helping to find its heart. Because every person on this planet has, okay, I don't want to say purpose. The word is too simple. Value. Every person on this planet has value. And to draw out the value then draws out the garden that grows. Okay? So how can I draw out the vibrational value here within every single participant of this, including myself, including you, if this interests you, this topic interests you? You're participating in it too. Drawing out the value in you and in me and in all of us. The value that helps gardens grow. There's a lot of screaming. And I'm relaxing that sound down. It's interesting because if you give people permission, people in a vulnerable state, you give people in a vulnerable state permission to scream and to yell and to steal and to smash things, to burn flags. People in vulnerable states, weakened states, promoted to be their greatest weakness on camera for the world to see in order to get their point across. It's madness. It's actual insanity. You can't take anybody's word who's behaving like an adult baby. You literally can't. You cannot take this seriously. I understand a desperate need to be heard, but this is not the right way. I see there's reactions to me that are coming and they show me my house and they show me they smash all my windows out in order for me to get the point. They're going to burn my house down in order for me to get the point. Okay, the point is you want me to be homeless? The point is you want me to know what despair feels like? The point is you want me to feel as bad as you feel? That's what you want for me? Because I don't want that for you. I don't want to burn your house down in order for you to get the point. I actually want to hug you. I want to talk to you. I want to talk in a way where we can work through this thing without violence. Because you can make a point without having to break things. It makes everyone just confused and sad. I'm starting to notice there's a huge, it's almost like the hand of God is coming. And it's silver and it comes right out of the sky like a big hand, and it's almost like coming down and crushing a bunch of ants. It just comes down and slam, and it's like it smashes all of these ants. And all the ants are just like twitching and delirious. It doesn't kill anybody. But it's like the ultimate bonk on the head. And then there is a sound like shut up, but it doesn't make a sound. It doesn't say shut up. It just goes whoa, like that, okay? But you can tell what it means. And you're just like what is this silly silo, and you're stuck against a wall and you can't move, because it does that. It's just like whoa. Bonk on the head. Okay, you know what that is? There has to be action in order to calm this down. That's obvious. Action to calm down madness. It has to. You got to calm down madness. Action to calm down madness, that makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? There has to be a neutralization. Neutralization. What is it that I'm doing? I'm calming down madness. Does that make me a bad person? Is that me wanting to help the garden grow? Is it violating people that want to burn my house down in order for me to get the point? Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. I say, just breathe and relax here. Let's figure this out. So as this neutralizes, it doesn't exactly neutralize, because I see really sharp, almost daggers throughout society that have really cold eyes, a really cold and coarse viewpoint. These are the types of people that want the weak to become mad and violent as their solution to a problem. So if your solution is to draw out the weakest parts of society and encourage them to go insane and break things, you are fueling a fire here. You're trying to burn the world down. You're trying to burn it all down, and because something within yourself, cruel and cold daggers of society, pillars of leadership, you have to have it your way or the highway. So you're also an adult baby. There's a lot of growth that needs to happen here. Energy growth from within, okay? Energy growth from within. That's why the first message is all about being still and being silent into clean darkness of an infinite universe, inhaling and exhaling that energy to purify yourself so you can be part of reality, okay? The word that I chose, another word instead of it. You can be part of something that helps the garden grow, something tangible, something admirable, something with real heart, something of wisdom, something good. I'm naturally talking to the universe about, I feel like this is there's a lot more. The world isn't just about me, it's about all of us and how we want to participate in the story, okay? And I can't make it the way I want it to be. I can only offer it. That's all I can do. I can only offer it, you know? It's just the world gets to decide how it wants to receive its own growth and how it wants to inspire growth in others or destruction in others as a solution. Because we have life and we have death. Is death a solution? Some people would say so. Then they commit suicide because now they found their solution, right, with death. This life is a solution too. And there is life here, and there's good people that want life to thrive, want to bring out the best. So that's what makes it a real world. So what can I do? Is there anything more I can do? Maybe I've done enough. I'm going to go back to the silence, and I'm just going to inhale and exhale from the place of the silence. You're welcome to join me if you want to. It's up to you who you want to be in this life. It's available for you just it is for me, okay? Peace. All right, we're going to do this part 3, okay? I'm just soaking up here the silence. We're going to transition. We're going to look at the energy event between Elon Musk and Donald Trump. Not going to scrutinize it any more than I'm just going to be present with it and share the wisdom. What's the first thing I can say about this? The Elon Musk side of the story, it's revealing a bat cave with all these cool gadgets that only a Bruce Wayne would have. All this cool secret stuff. And I step into being Bruce Wayne, and I step in then to being Batman. And I want to make it a better world from the bottom of my heart. Like, this Batcave is my heart, it's my story. Even the very bat itself is my fear that I must face. I must become that person to save Gotham, or to undermine all of these cruel villains of our world, to be a solution. I see a heart, you know, like an apple, and they have those cutting things you just push down and then bam, you got a bunch of slices. I see one of those pushed down on a heart, and the heart becomes a bunch of slices. And there's an opportunity here to self-reflect. This is complicated because there's also a sense of, it's maddening. It's maddening to exist like this. I see this heart has a slice for everyone. It's trying to share a slice with everyone, a slice of the pie, a slice of the apple, a slice of this vision that is going to better everyone. It's just so much withdrawal, you know? It's so much withdrawal and so much hidden information here with Elon Musk. I just give him a hug. And I thank him for everything. I tell him breathe. I have a feeling that there's a lot of people on our planet who get you in some way, shape, or form. There's a lot of people that want to see you become, you know, your best self, to maintain your best self. I know things happen and it can break you down, and maybe you just needed an outlet to just release all of that. It's kind of lonely in the Batcave. It's lonely to be this Bruce Wayne. I put all the slices of this heart back together and I put it back in his chest. I just thank him for being who he is. I see the Donald Trump side of the story. I have a feeling it's going to feel so energetically different. I need a moment here to shift. Let go, let go, let go. Okay, the energy event of Donald Trump then. I see a man that, there's so many stacks of paper. It's almost like a room full of paper. Thousands and thousands and thousands of perfectly stacked pieces of paper. And he's trying to keep it all organized, keep it organized in piles, and there's just so much information to try to manage and to maintain. It's almost impossible for one human being. And he's trying to keep it organized in his own mind and his own body, to keep himself organized across a lot of different pathways and avenues, responsibilities, more. You know, there's a really neat Lego set, and it's just a little Donald Trump Lego, and it's kind of funny when you get it put together. And I put one of these put together Donald Trumps on his desk. Then I snap my fingers and it all falls apart. And I say, put yourself together without instruction. Can you do it? He doesn't have time for this. He's totally ignoring me right now. I'm creating a time space where he has nothing but time. This is a clue, okay, to the bigger riddle about this energy event between these two. What is Donald Trump's relationship with time and managing a great deal of responsibility? What is his relationship with that? What is any human being's relationship with that? Maybe you can only be the best that you can be, and sometimes that's letting other people down. I can tell that there's something here that I can do to help Donald Trump find his center, feel organized from the inside out, and feel put together. Not because he's not put together, but because it's just a reflection, a reminder of how that feels. To acknowledge that you've got that. Imagine someone came to you when you had so much responsibility. It created a time space for you to put yourself together. Not because you really needed it, but because they really wanted to encourage you to just feel what it's like to feel put together. And the moment you choose to sit in your own time space and feel as though you're put together and you've got this, would you doubt that to even a tiny degree? I don't need this time. I don't need to feel like I'm put together. I'm fine. I got this. No, you need to know what it feels like to feel put together. All right, fine. I'm put together. Oh, am I put together? I spend time helping him put this Lego set together, which is kind of funny because he's like, no, I can do this. I can do this. All right, then do it. And he does it. And he proves how great he is. And I applaud. And I say, dang, you're really good at that. And he's got a big cheesy grin. Kind of like the Lego set. I say it feels good to just disconnect for a few moments, even if it's an hour. And tell Donald Trump just to give himself 1 hour to literally disconnect from every single thing. Even, I'm Donald Trump. I'm the president of the United States. Like, disconnect. And just be in the clean, dark silence of an infinite universe, even for a few moments. It's unplugging. How often do you guys unplug from everything? How often? What is meditation? Is literally unplugging. And then when you come back to yourself, you come back stronger. Every single time, you always do. I'm starting to see Donald Trump sitting in his chair a little bit more comfortable. Just in tune with his heart, in tune with himself, in tune with his vision, his path, his process, his goals. You know what's interesting? I did a journey into Elon Musk, and I had mentioned at the beginning of that journey that one of the biggest demons of Elon Musk is time. So Elon Musk is up against time, the demon of time. And so why would time ever be a demon? Well, if you have a great deal of goals, a great many goals to accomplish, and you have only so much time in your life to accomplish them all, you're going to try very, very hard to keep working, and get yourself there. So you're up against the demon of time, and so is Donald Trump. What's interesting is in Donald Trump's reflection, I also see he has a great many stacks of paper, stacks of goals, okay? And he's got to keep it organized, keep it together, and keep putting one foot in front of the other and get where he wants to go. How much time does Donald Trump have left? 1 month? 1 year? A couple of years? As many years as he can squeeze out of life, right? And a great many goals to aspire to achieve. How much time does Elon Musk have left? 1 day? 1 year? We don't know. How much time do I have left? We don't know. How much time do you have left? We don't know. What are your goals? What's interesting is we have two people who are quite successful in life, right? With a great many goals. And the demon of time that they're both having to face in their own styles. And we have one like a Bruce Wayne in the Batcave, and we have another just in a room full of stacks and stacks and stacks and stacks of paper. Are they so different from one another? Does calamity happen between friends? Yes. Just talk to any girl in freaking high school. They're always gossip, always drama, everything crashing and burning and then being rebuilt the next day. It's so weird to me. But yeah, that stuff happens, you know? I'm choosing to see that these two shake hands. They don't need to shake hands. But it's just this gesture, it's symbolic that, you know what, we're kind of two peas of the same pod, but we're just navigating our goals in our own way, and it's creating conflict. And I'm sorry for each other. I'm sorry, Donald Trump to Elon Musk. I'm sorry. that is creating conflict for you. Elon Musk to Donald Trump, I'm sorry about these conflicts because it's creating conflict within myself. I'm sorry. So now we're two people, two intelligent people just talking for a few moments and reconciling and moving forward so we can continue to grow the garden. Do you see? All right, now back to reality, back to my body again. 3 awesome parts of information for you to digest, to see the situation, the energy events on our planet in a new way, meaningful way, an energetically uplifting way, okay? Hope this helps. Thank you so much for watching. Have an awesome day.